I'm sure if I can kill just one, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. What is up, guys? It is your boy Gazda back at it again with some new Archero content from my Archero series. And if you're new to my channel and you're new to this series, this is where we play Archero, which is a mobile game that's available on Android and iOS. It's a fun game, a hard game, a game that I'm currently stuck playing and a little bit of addicted to. So what we do in this series is where we dive into tips, strategies, things that are working for me, gear, heroes, all that stuff that's Archero related. So if that's content that seems exciting to you, that seems interesting to you, I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I am currently uploading about 2 to 3 times per week, barring anything else coming up. And, while you're at it, if you could leave a like and a comment on this video, that really helps out the channel a lot. Helps more people find my content, and everyone's happy. Everybody wins. World peace is achieved. So, in today's video, as you could read from the chapter, we're going to do the first run-through of the capital. I have been putting this off because this chapter is a little bit harder than I would like, and it's a little cheap. Actually, it's a lot of cheap. I think the enemies are bullshit. Just going to come out and say it, especially with all this Kappa stuff happening. My videos are not tailored for kids. Okay, FTC? All right, thank you. I might be playing some sort of weird childlike graphic game, but I am not a child. I am an adult. I deserve to be treated like one, and my videos deserve to be treated like the adults that they are. Okay? So, I don't want to get sued for $42,000. Is that clear? Got it. All right. I think I'm going to have to put like some boobs or something in my thumbnails just so I don't get sued. Okay, I'm not trying to get sued out here. But without further ado, I just scared away all my subscribers. Let's jump into this chapter. There has been an update. I'm going to link to the little link up here for information. There was a new update with Bonnie releasing, and they did adjust the difficulty. So it's a little bit easier, but it's still hard. But we're still going to dive into it and do a better run than for that contest video. So let's go ahead and just jump into this, my guys and girls, and everything else in between. So let's go ahead with an HP boost, because I think I can nail the first boss, and then I can trade for hopefully something good that's not Water Walker or Wall Walker. We got top tiered coinage, and there is 3 summoners in this level, at least as far as I've gotten. There might be a 4th that I didn't encounter, like maybe at stage 40 or whatever. But there is the Orb Summoner, and there is the good old Molten Meteor Summoner, and then there is a Kamehameha Gallic Gun High Beam Summoner, and that attack is hard to avoid. So, just so to keep in mind. My strategy for the Orb Summoner is let it launch. It targets and homes on you, but just move a little bit out of the way. For the Kamehameha Summoner, you're gonna want to just be quick on your feet, very agile. And then for the Meteor Summoner, I mean, they've shown up in multiple stages, so you should be able to know how to deal with them. They're the easiest one of them all. I think the Kamehameha one is definitely the hardest because their attacks are quick. But I like quickly too. So far, it's not anything tough. A lot of enemies you've seen before, a lot of targeting enemies, a lot of enemies with a lot of projectiles on the screen, but there is a lot of cover since the capital is almost a... Actually, it's a tomato reskin. Actually, it's even the same colors. It's a completely... What's the word I'm looking for? It's a clone. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a clone. We went with, we're at full health, so we went with the boost. It's a clone of Lost Castle, just with stronger enemy types. So now we have the Scythe, the Death Scythe, the red ones. And strategy against them is, honestly, don't even look at them. Just look at the area around you and just sidestep. That's what I do. And I'm doing a very poor job of it. Really poor. Very poor. Absolutely poor. Terrible job. And I keep getting them in every single room. But yeah, don't even just... Oh my goodness. So aggravating. Yes. Okay. Unbelievable. Yes, we're going to spend the gems. I hate these enemies so much. I hated them when they first came out, and I hate them with their red mode even more. We're going to take multi-shot. You want to avoid getting lost in how many sights are on the screen. So that's why just focus on the sights and move appropriately. That's the best course of action I can give you. So we're going to definitely get further than my not even really attempt in the contest video. So let's just stay tuned here. We're coming up on a boss. I could have used that one without dying. So we have the summoner again. He has all the same attacks. It just seems like he attacks a little bit faster. That's about it. Same boss from the Crystal Mines. You can handle him from Crystal Mines. You can handle him here. He just has more health. So, like what I like to do is just a little one of those. Don't move too much because he does shoot the fireballs. If you stand still, you usually avoid them. He's not hard. What is the devil offering? Water Walker. What a great skill. I could have used it just to walk in this puddle. Okay. So, now we have like new skeletons. They look like the same, but they're not. Their move is actually, they get close and then they do like a wind slash. And you can get hit by that. So they got a little bit more range than they initially look. But that's their only difference. And then there's another little mini skeleton that just does a lot of spear thrusting, and they're very quick. They try and get very close to you. Blazing Star is just like Meteor. Don't get it. That's why I went with Death Nova. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Here's the little tiny skeletons I was talking about. They'll just keep ramming until they hit you. They're pretty easy to deal with, and they're usually spawn in rooms where there's a lot of cover, so you can just hide behind the cover and just pick at them until they die. But I think that's really about the extent of the new enemies for now. So I'm just going to run through this until I get to the boss or level up, whichever comes first. I think I'm going to level up before I get to the boss. Okay, here is the Medusas. Their attack is a little bit slower. It's really tricky to avoid because it looks like it's airborne, and it is, but if you get close to try and get under it, it seems like the game still registered you walked into it. So it's not really fair. By the way, I grabbed an HP boost from the Angel. But I would try and focus on taking them out first because their attacks hit pretty hard. They should be a main priority for you. And then, of course, these archer machines are not that hard. You let them focus on you for a little bit, and then you take them out. Or, I mean, you move out of the way, then you take them out. We're going to go with Rage. Alright, we're coming up on the second boss. It's the Medusa. It seems like with the Medusa, she's either the first boss or the second boss. So, in the contest video, I died on her because I wasn't really paying attention. You can see, if you compare those videos back to back, that her projectile speed is definitely slower, which gives you more time to get out of the way. So I like to go to the end of the room so that I can have maximum time to get out of her way when she does that charge. And, oh, here's the devil again. Yes, we will trade life for an extra life, especially since I died early on. So strategy is hang out around the back of the room and let her throw her hits. And then especially when she does the really quick projectile, which is now much slower, you can then just move to left and right as accordingly so she can get out of the way. But when she does the dash, I like to, as soon as she does the dash, walk to either left or right, whatever is more convenient, and then that's how you usually avoid the projectile that comes out of the sides, in my experience. And for the big splash of bullets that she shoots out, that's, again, where being at the back or the front of the room is ideal so that you can have enough time to see an opening. So that's my strategy for her. She's not that hard. And now we have a new enemy. These are teleporters. So anytime you're in a room with them, you cannot stay still. You have to be constantly moving. So what they like to do is they'll teleport right on top of you, like some of the bosses that we've encountered before. And then when you walk away, they'll teleport again. So once they finish their teleportation, they attack you. We're going to go with Wingman, because there's crazier projectiles in later levels, and it will help for my pets to do something and be of some use. So, whenever you see them in a room, try and focus on the other enemies. You know what? Or if you're using the tornado, good so you can try and pierce other enemies while hitting them. But you're going to want to take the effect of not staying still. Do not stay still, because they will teleport on you, and they'll cause collision damage, and then they'll also hit you. So they can actually take you out pretty quick if you are being lazy. So like in this room, for example, I'm going to try and focus on these guys, because trying to take care of the teleporters is a waste of time. So you see how I circle the room while I'm kind of handling them? See, look, I didn't move fast enough, and so then I took collision damage. So you want to, especially as soon as they finish teleporting, start walking. That way, they won't spawn on top of you, because they spawn wherever you are at that moment. So if you're moving, you'll always outrun them. And look, I took it again. So that's the best strategy. It's just don't be still. And then especially if you're moving, then when they do teleport, their slash won't hit you. I know, easier said than done. Like in rooms like this, it's a little harder, because you have other enemies that are chasing you. But it just takes a little bit of practice. But they are deadly. Okay, we leveled up, so I'm going to take Blazing Strike in this case, just to have a little bit more damage, because they have a lot of health in this level. I also end up using the extra life. Unfortunately, I got killed in this room. So I don't know if we'll be able to down the third boss, but we're going to at least be able to get to them. I feel confident in that capacity. Alright, here we are on the third boss. It's the double Thunder Dragons. I don't really know. I only beat them... Actually, I've never beaten them. I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't. It's a whirlwind over here. I've only beaten the archers. That's how I got to level 32. I got the double archers once. Or I think twice. So I'm trying out this strategy and seeing how much it works. I'm sure if I can kill just one, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. But you know, that's easier said than done. Utilize the whole room. That's the best advice I can give you. This is a lot. This is a lot to deal with. And now he's skating. Uh-oh. And I took damage from walking into him. Dun 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 dun. Oh wow, that's great. That's great. I killed one and didn't get the heart. Wow. Huh. Well, I think we've figured out a strategy to how to deal with the Thunder Dragons. But that's my first run through of the capital on camera. So I hope that helps, and some of the beginning strategy. And so hopefully pretty soon we will down this chapter, and I'll be able to develop a walkthrough video for you guys. And you guys can utilize it, absorb it, eat it, consume it, ingest it, and feel empowered to then take on this chapter and win. Yeah, that's what I got. Again, if you like this kind of content and you like this crazy bastard that you're listening to, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and leave a like and a comment. And it really helps out my channel, and I will respond if you leave a comment that is a comment. I mean, I usually respond to just about everything. And some people have mentioned in the comments that they're really thankful for that. And I'm appreciative that you guys are appreciative. However, do keep in mind, I am only one person running this channel at this time. And I'm thankful for the growth. I really am. But as we keep growing, at a certain point, it will become almost impossible for me to respond to every single comment if we keep growing like this. I'm going to do my best. I really appreciate all of you guys, what you have to say and the comments you leave, and I do read them. But there is only so many hours in a day, one day, that I will probably not be able to respond to everything. So just like, don't set your expectations that like, if in some mythical world I have 100,000 subscribers, I can't fathom that. I can't even fathom I have 271. But in some mythical world I have 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be able to respond to every single comment. That would be impossible. Like, I would have to be on YouTube all day long, and I do actually have a life outside of making Archero content. I know, surprising, right? So that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one pretty soon. Bye-bye.